So the Bulls going for their fourth straight win. Tony Parker coming off of a win in the Western Conference All-Star game. Here in the first quarter, Tony Parker going to work, spinning to the hoop. He had 8 points in the first frame. Spurs up by 3. Now Derrick Rose and Tony Parker bang knees. Rose would stay down. It would be a scary moment for Bulls fans, but Rose would return. And speaking of his return, he would score as well. 11 points in the first quarter for the reigning MVP. That brought the Bulls within 1. C.J. Watson's been battling injury. He spots up and drills the 3. Chicago leading 32-27. Thiago Splitter also battling injury. He got the lay-in. 3-point deficit for the home team. Speaking of reserves, how about Danny Green? He spots up and buries it. 2-point deficit for the Spurs. Derrick Rose comes right back. He had 16 in the first 2 quarters. 48-40. The Bulls would take a 8-point advantage into the break. Now in the third, DeJuan Blair feeding Tim Duncan uncontested. 56-47 Chicago. Spurs breaking. Parker to Duncan. You've heard it once or twice. 56-52. Man who likes it. Now Derrick Rose driving in for the hoop and an opportunity for one more at the stripe. Check it out again as Rose battles Tim Duncan and beats him to the bucket. Off the pick and roll, here comes Duncan, who had 12 points and 7 rebounds in the third quarter. Spurs go up by 1. On to the fourth quarter, where it would become the Rose versus Neal show. Rose had 29 points, Chicago back in front by 2. Now it's Gary Neal, the Towson product. 83-79 Spurs trailing. Neal had 15 fourth quarter points. A 3-point deficit now for San Antonio. Neal had 21. Great ball movement by the Bulls. Ends up in the hand of another all-star, Luol Deng, who had 10 points, but that one was huge. Just the second home loss of the year for the Spurs.